This by far has been my favorite office. I've only been in here for 15 months, I guess. We're actually packing up now. I'll talk about that later. But even though I don't have time to make like a fancy studio tour video, I just want to remember this space. So this is for me, but also I could probably post this, right? I just got done filming my final thing, which you guys might see at some point. But man, I am feeling sad. I'm just feeling sad because I got this space so dialed, but ironically, it's the space that I made the fewest amount of videos because honestly, I spent more time having fun, like tweaking gear, tweaking angles, the lenses, the cameras I was using, the lighting, a few things that I liked. I loved my little shelf here with a vintage Mac, the neon sign, the lighting that was difficult to figure out in this tiny room, but we figured it out. My gear station over here, it's cliche. Oh, everyone has a Husky with a pegboard, but man, is it useful. A little MagSafe mount for my phone, gaff tape, and just a really organized Husky. This is mid-filming, so obviously it's a little dirty, but this is real. My grandpa's film slides that I still need to send. Gear kind of stacked up everywhere, but this is a tiny space and I really made it work. 3D printer, more film slides, a mirror that I hung up so I could see the tally light that, oh yes, my camera is recording when I'm sitting down here. See, so I can see the light in that mirror. I was gonna buy this fancy camera control monitor so I could just see a tally light on my teleprompter, but I was just like, hey, just tape a mirror to the wall, you know? Got a 120D over there, a 300D. Man. All right. Goodbye, space. I loved you. State now. Here is our townhouse in Texas. The majority of our stuff is in a storage unit in LA. We brought basically a small U-Haul's worth of stuff here in Texas. You're probably like, excuse me, Sarah, what is going on? Because the previous video that you guys saw of me, I was so excited about creating. We had just gotten some help for the baby, and so I had some more time to work. In the last video I uploaded about shooting an Apple log, which I'm very passionate about. As you can see, I made a 27-minute video about. That was the first video where I was like, I'm back. We got to hang out with Jonathan Morrison. Yeah, I liked making that video. And then if I'm being honest, my kind of entire world crumbled. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't gonna say that because it seems dramatic, but like actually what we're going through is probably like worst case scenario. I'm not gonna say everything because what we're dealing with is an active situation and I'm just gonna be a bumbling idiot and I would just cry for the entire video. So for the past couple months, I've been going back and forth from California to Texas, sometimes with baby, sometimes not with baby, and it just wasn't doable with the situation we're dealing with, and so now we're here for the foreseeable future. There's a lot of question marks, but basically what we're dealing with is my mom. She had a very scary surgery, and then a complication, another surgery, followed up with an even scarier diagnosis, and I can't go into the details right now, because again, I'm just gonna be crying. But also so much of, sorry, I'm like breathing really heavy right now. If you know me, if you've been around the channel, you know that my mom, along with my husband, John, they're like my people, you know? You're lucky to have like one person, like your person in this life. And I feel like I'm lucky enough to have two of them. And you guys know that Jeannie really came in clutch and really moved out to California for a couple months when baby Peach was in the NICU and I was recovering. and she really took care of me, and so now I just feel like it's time for me to take care of my mom. So why you haven't seen a lot of me the past couple months, because in between taking care of a baby and then also helping my mom and reading medical journals and researching things and getting everyone's diets in check and food and learning how to do all that stuff. It's just like multiple full-time jobs at this point. Of course, there's like a lot of frustration because selfishly, honestly, John and I really enjoyed our lives in California. We were in a really good routine. It's so expensive there. So eventually we were gonna probably hit some roadblocks, but I don't know, it was really nice. But seeing baby here with the family, it's kind of just those everyday interactions that you realize, oh my gosh, like how worth it is. So even though there's still a lot of question marks around Texas, just seeing baby with everyone has been really sweet. She's just like a bundle of joy. And again, she's like a 3-month preemie, right? So there's still some things she's really behind on, but she's gotten so big and she's so much fun and she's so smiley that, yeah, every day when I wake up and I just see that face smiling back at me, it's like the glue that's keeping me together right now, if I'm being honest. I haven't seriously worked in probably a 1.5 years, and it's starting to drive me crazy a little bit because obviously, our family will eventually need money. I've saved up a lot through YouTube, so, it's granted me the permission to take off over a year of time and really prioritize my family, my baby, and now my mom. So, of course, out of the necessity, I'm like, gonna have to figure something out pretty soon. But the other half of it is like my soul. Like my soul needs it. Of course, YouTube is a business, but also making videos since I was a wee little girl was my form of expression. Oh my gosh, I want to make videos again. And so, yeah, I guess I just ask for your patience and that I can't be on a specific timeline. I can't be, okay, I'm going back to 1 video a week, right? That was the aspiration 2 or 3 months ago. I can't guarantee things on a timeline. And so, yeah, this. Okay. Good example. One of the many doctor's appointments that we have to get lined up. Ironically, right now is kind of like, I don't want to say calm before the storm because there's been like 5 different storms, but it's like the calm before, I guess, the next storm. I'm being very generic, so I'm going to stop talking about that. I kind of forgot what I was ranting about before. The hope was, I was excited to kind of like get back to all of the videos, like the videos I wanted to make, but also some filler content, like what's on my iPhone 16. Like I was getting excited about stupid stuff like that. But I think how I'm gonna navigate it is it's like I'm gonna make the big videos that I wanna make that are just like burning in my heart and I have to make them, and I'm gonna make the stupid small videos like an unboxing of something I got that I'm excited to get. But all of the middle filler proper tech stuff, can't do it. I can't do it right now. Who knows if I'll ever go back to it. But that's how I'm gonna, kind of navigate things. And I hate making like update videos, but if I'm being honest, this channel, the Sarah self-titled YouTube channel, has always been an extension of me and therefore an extension of my life. You have seen why that I have seen why that has become a problem, because when your life blows up, then you can't do your job. What the past 1.5 years has taught me is your girl has to get some things on a flow and in order where even if I'm not feeling great or if my world's imploding, things are still going out, right? And so that means there has to be some content that isn't directly tied to my life. I don't know what that looks like yet. I have some ideas. All right, you guys want a little tour here of our Airbnb townhouse? Here's the kitsch with all the baby goods. Okay, maybe I shouldn't be doing this. It's already kind of a mess, but we're just getting settled, okay, everyone? Baby stuff is everywhere. We found a decent house to rent month to month here, but it wasn't available until November. So basically this is just gonna be our Airbnb for a month, so we haven't unpacked everything. And as you can tell, it's not good for the cat. Judy, I've told you that you can't do this. You're driving me crazy. You can't do that. Placing foil on the ground here has actually deterred him from jumping up here. But when I placed the foil on top of the ledges, he saw it as a challenge to basically balance on this inch wide gap of wood to avoid this. So that didn't really work out, but this works out. Chaos, yeah, chaos. So this is the baby changing bedroom. Ooh, nice and calm with a noise machine. Yes, the baby has taken over everything. Where we sleep. It's actually, it's a nice space. It doesn't make much sense because there's no bathrooms downstairs, so it makes things kind of annoying, but it's a good temporary solution. And then when it's time to go walk the baby, we basically go to my parents' house because the neighborhood that we're in isn't the nicest, but it'll do, donkey. It'll do. Kitty. Shh. Shh. Thanks for hanging out with me with another life update. I can't even keep up with it, so I'm not even gonna attempt to keep you guys up with things. But if you're wondering, hey, why aren't you in your beautiful office that you spent, you know, all of this time tweaking and getting right, this is why. And yeah, we're just taking stuff day by day over here. I have been so challenged this year, and hopefully now, honestly, I just want to kind of move on. This is really my escape right now. I'm just excited to make stuff if you guys can provide me the space to do that. I don't really want to talk about the life stuff anymore. I just want to talk about random stuff and make cool videos about it. So, thank you. And I'm gonna go pick up baby now because my brother has been amazing and he has basically turned into our nanny for, you know, 5 hours a day, so we can try to get organized and get a little bit of work done, and I can take my mother to doctor's appointments and we can cook food and just survive. So shout out to my brother John, shout out to my husband John, who has moved his entire life with me. This has just been so difficult. And shout out to the Peachy fam for hanging in there with me. Like, sub, see you in the next one. Stay peachy, everyone. Stay peachy. Okay, bye.